YouTube, what it do? Garbage Show. It's your boy D back again with another episode. There are hidden codes in life that I think that it doesn't even need to be said, but you know what I'm saying? Every person should live by. Everyone that is around you is a representation of you. You know what I mean? Be careful of the people you have around you. If your man goes out and act a certain way in public, or your girl go out and act a certain way, that's a reflection of you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're with that person. You know what I mean? I remember my mom used to say, like, yo boy, don't go out and do nothing bad in school, you know what I'm saying, because I'm gonna look bad. But it's the same thing, you know what I'm saying, the same concept. Like, Tory Lanez is in jail, you know what I mean? Tory Lanez is in jail for, we can't say allegedly no more because he did it, but he's in jail for shooting Meg Thee Stallion, you know what I mean? When I saw the situation itself, I'm like, who does Tory has around him? You know what I mean? What people did he have? You know what I mean? It looked like he had a bunch of yes men, you know what I mean? Because in my case, if I went out and I did any stupid shit like that, my friends would be like, yo, like, what the fuck you doing? You know what I mean? Like, when I look at a situation like that, I'm looking at the people around him, like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do something like that to jeopardize your career? And on top of that, his dad was like, how it's Rock Nation and Jay-Z and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, he's another person that looked kind of stupid because it's like your son's like doing that in public to a woman, you know what I mean? So always be mindful of the people around you. Man, be mindful where you go, you know what I'm saying, and who you have around you and what these people are doing, you know what I'm saying? I don't go out with rowdy people and people that always get in trouble, you know what I mean? I'm not with that, you know what I'm saying? I'm very picky with people that I have around me. I think everyone is, at least if you're trying to stay out of trouble. But, you know what I'm saying, I have a small group of fans and, you know what I'm saying, that's who I rock with. Yeah, man. Moving on. You have morals, you know what I'm saying? I think that you should have a moral compass, you know what I'm saying? You should have a God that you live by. You should have a code of ethics that you live by. Because otherwise, you're just out here like a lost soul, you know what I mean? Scammers, I do not rate scammers. I do not rate thieves. How are you flexing with people's money, bro? You know what I mean? Like, that is not a flex. People that steal from people, that's not a flex, bro. I don't get it. For old people's money, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's grandma money, man's a flexing with. Like, that ain't cool, bro. You know what I mean? That shit is corny. As a man, like, how you want to live with people just, how do you want to live like that when any day the feds could come get you? Anybody could pull up on you, you know what I mean? And you go to jail just like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are saying that you only do like a short time, but 2 years is a lot to give up. 3 years in prison to that, you know what I mean? But it's not a flex, you know what I'm saying? It's not a flex. And mostly people, you don't have no morals if you do that, you know what I'm saying? If you steal from people, you don't have no morals, bro. You're a thief, you know what I'm saying? And people brag about that, you know what I'm saying? Everything lasts a certain amount of time, you know what I mean? You're gonna get caught at some point, you know what I'm saying? So if you gotta be proud of working, you know what I'm saying? I feel like as a man, you gotta go out and hustle, you know what I mean? You shouldn't be looking at people's bread or people's money or trying to steal from people or get a one-up on people, you know what I mean? That shit don't work out. As a man, you should be proud to go work hard, go work for your shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how some of y'all grow up, but for me personally, like, My parents were in 7 days a week. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I grew up seeing. I grew up my dad working, grinding. You gotta have some morals, you know what I'm saying? Make an honest living. Think that if you work a job and you're making an honest living, you should be proud of it, you know what I'm saying? Commend yourself. Gives a fuck what people think about that, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to work hard for your money, man. Like, you gotta know how to work. Either way, you're doing dirt, you're gonna pay for it, you know what I'm saying? So be proud of the work you put in, and be proud that, you know what I'm saying, you're making honestly. Look, there's too much ways to make money out here for people to be doing stupid shit, you know what I mean? Because they want fast money. Everything is a come up, you know what I'm saying? So next thing is emotional self-control, you know what I mean? I think that every person should have emotional intelligence and some self-control, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of times where you get into a situation and you think of, I remember one time, this person pissed me off, and I'm like, yo, like, I'm so angry. I was thinking of fucking this guy up, you know what I mean? But I'm like, yo, I can't do that, you know what I mean? Because I have people relying on you, right? So, in your darkest time, at times when you're thinking that to do some shit that is not morally accepted, you know what I mean? You gotta hold yourself back and think and have some self-control and manage your emotion. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be emotional and do something that you regret. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that do some shit that they regret, or they want to take time back. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that can go back in time. You know what I mean? You gotta always be in control of your emotion. You never want to make decisions under an emotional state. Practice being calm, being collective. You know what I'm saying? Like, my dad, for example, does not get angry. You know what I mean? I never seen my dad angry once. You know what I mean? So, the calmer you are, you're gonna be able to walk away from situations. You know what I mean? Because you're not reactive. People that are reactive are the ones that get themselves into shit. You know what I mean? You don't want to react. You want to process yourself, process your emotion, manage yourself. And sometimes it's not, everything doesn't call for violence, you know what I mean? Everything does not call for a reaction. Sometimes it's just better to shut up and keep quiet and let shit play out. You know what I mean? You don't gotta do nothing. Sometimes it's better for you to not do anything than to do something. You know what I mean? That speaks volume. But the last thing you want to do is act on emotion. Never want to act on emotion, because you're not thinking. You know what I mean? You're just acting on that emotion, whether it's anger, fear, frustration. No, you need clarity. You know what I'm saying? You need to know that you're making a good decision, a smart decision. You know what I'm saying? So always be in control of your emotion, be in control of your anger, right? If you have anger problems, you know what I mean, that's gonna hold you back. You know what I mean? So you gotta manage your emotion, and you're gonna manage your actions, right? Because how you think, you will eventually act. So you want to get that straighten out and do something that is, is not harmful, or it's not hurtful to anyone. You know what I mean? So we're not living in regrets. We're being smart, and you're being, strategic if the situation calls for it. I'm gonna talk about loyalty. You know what I mean? Are you loyal? Are you loyal, man? Loyalty is priceless. Loyalty is one of the most important things. You know what I mean? When you're getting into a bad situation, when you need help from people, who can you call on? You know what I mean? The people that are loyal, you know what I mean, are priceless. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas are not loyal. You know what I mean? If you can't be loyal and honest with yourself, you know what I mean? If you can't be loyal to your partner or someone that you're with, you know what I mean? Then you're a disloyal person. You know what I mean? You are not to be trusted. You cannot be loyal to a girl you're with or your man. How can I trust you? We cannot be friends if you're not loyal to the person you lay with every day. You know what I mean? You're not a loyal person. You're not to be trusted. You know what I'm saying? Dogs are loyal than some of you niggas. You know what I mean? To be honest. Right? How are you gonna say you're a loyal person if you can't be loyal to your life partner, somebody that you're with? You know what I mean? You're right. Loyalty is priceless. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people holler that there's no one that's loyal, but you're not even loyal, bro. You know what I mean? You are a rat. You a snitch. We can't be friends. You know what I'm saying? We cannot be friends, man. I can't trust you. It says your word is your bond. What you say, live up to what you say. When people talk to you, just listen what they say. You know what I mean? Listen how they talk. And if you go back on your word once, I'm gonna charge you to it, because once you do it once, you're gonna do it again. When people show you their true colors, that's who they are. You know what I mean? You can only hide behind your words, but when you act a certain way, that you're exactly the person that you're acting as. You know what I mean? You can lie, but y'all don't know, bro. If you've been to court or you see those court videos, people lie out their teeth, bro. You know what I mean? They will lie and say anything. Yeah, the action speaks. You know what I'm saying? So loyalty is priceless. The last thing I'm gonna say is that every man is in charge of your own destiny. Every person is in charge of his own destiny, bro. Say like if you have a job and you choose not to be there, or you're drinking on the job or whatnot, you're in control of your own destiny, bro. You know what I mean? Everyone is control of your own destiny. You know what I'm saying? No one has a gun to your head to do anything. You're in control of your own life. You know what I'm saying? You make decisions, bro. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are not accountable for their actions. At some point, you got to be accountable for yourself. To stop blaming people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know that person that, no, it's always the other person's fault, or it's someone's fault, but it's never their fault. You know what I mean? So you're in control of your own destiny. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody's fault. Where your life is now, you brought it there. You know what I'm saying? It's your decision. You know what I'm saying? So you're in control of your own destiny. You're in control of your own fate. The decisions you make, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be accountable and responsible for your own self. Nobody is forcing you to do anything. You know what I'm saying? People always try to blame other people, but they can't look at themselves in the mirror and say, no, I did that. You know what I'm saying? So you are responsible for your own action, bro. What you do today will reflect tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like that's simple. You know what I'm saying? So that's every life code you should live by, man. You are in control of your own destiny. You are in control of your own future, man. So if you know you're supposed to be working on some things, you gotta work on being where you want to be, or your life is not where you want it at, that's your fault, bro. You know what I mean? It's on you. I'm not trying to make people feel bad, but I'm just trying to say that accountability. You know what I mean? You gotta be accountable for your own actions. So yeah, man, it's garbage. So if y'all didn't subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep. It's another episode